Hey, Faith family, I wanted to come to you this week and give you a bunch of updates. And when I say a bunch, I mean a bunch, like a lot. All right, let me just start. And I'm going to do my best to remember all of these because we're not one of those fancy churches that have a teleprompter. It's all right here. I'm trying to remember it. 440. I want to give you an update on our 440 campaign and where we are. Thank you to all of you, all of us who are giving to this campaign. Your gifts of these couple of fish and couple of loaves that we are giving are being multiplied to use for his glory. And so I cannot thank you enough, those of you who are giving to the 440 campaign, for your generosity. God is doing great things. Continue to join Jill and I as we give towards this effort in Glen Burnie. If you're seeing this on Thursday, I have amazing news. We have been waiting on the fire alarm install to happen so that we can finish our renovation of our downstairs and our upstairs for our kids and for our youth. And if you're watching this on Thursday, the fire alarm company is here today. Like day one, it is going in. It's going to take a couple weeks for them to get it done and get it done right. But that means once they are done, Lord willing, again, Lord willing, once they are done, it'll give us a little bit of opportunity to get moving in. And then we are expecting by November 1st, by the beginning of November, we will have an opportunity to have our kids in that new spot, our students in those new spots, so that they can enjoy this beautiful first class place for them to learn about the love and the goodness of the gospel and Jesus. And so thank you for praying for this. Thank you for those of you who have helped us along the way. We still do have a few little projects that we need to get wrapped up while the fire alarm is doing their thing. So send us an email, give us a call, ask me, ask Nick, and we can certainly get you some instructions on some things that still need to be done before we're completely done. But now that we have this major piece with the fire alarm company coming in, this is a huge answer to prayer. And so I hope you're celebrating along with me. Also in the 440 campaign, Faith Academy, that will be going up right over there where we're having a picnic, and more on picnic in just a moment. But I've got really good news and then some not so great news. So the really good news is we have not yet hit a major roadblock in this movement and in this building and the plans. We have not yet hit a major roadblock. And the not so great news is that's because we haven't heard back yet on whether those roadblocks are going to happen. We were hoping, and we were told that by the end of August we would hear something. We're still waiting. But we are still praying that God would smooth out those speed bumps and give us an opportunity to be able to see that school go up this winter so that it starts back up and we open up the Faith Academy to the elementary school age in our community for fall, which would be September of 2024, just 12 months away. And so we ask you to continue to pray for us in that. We actually next week have our required community meeting that'll be right here in the worship center. And so that's one of those things that needs to happen, a possible roadblock. So pray for us on Tuesday night as we have a community meeting for our neighbors around so that we can express what all is going on. But things are happening. And I also have an update from we call it our academic team, the Faith Academy academic team. They've been meeting for a long time and have been faithful as a group of ladies who are professional educators and from the school systems around who have been helping us to build out the back end, or really kind of the front end of Faith Academy, not so much the building, but the academics of what will be going on with that academy. They have been working very hard to put together staff handbooks and family handbooks and working on curriculum. They've even chosen a mascot and all kinds of things that are happening. And some of those details will come out to you at a later date. But I do want to let you know that we are working right now with CSI, the Association of Christian Schools International. And we're really thankful for the partnership that we've got going on with them, with ACSI. Currently, the only ACSI school that's in our area is Annapolis Area Christian School. But regardless, ACSI is a wonderful organization that is helping us along the way with many different things, including our curriculum and including some of the back end administrative stuff. And so we're very excited once we open up to be able to put that ACSI label there, which is a very high quality organization and association that we will have as we move forward with Faith Academy. So pray for Miss Linda and the rest of her team as she continues to build out the academics of what Faith Academy will look like. But we're still in a time frame that we will be able to open up in September of 2024, and we are right in the middle right now of working with lenders and all of those different things. So pray for that, and pray for that, pray for all of it. That's my 440 update. But we have I need you to know and put it on your calendar, October 5, 6, 7, and 8, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. That is our one weekend where we are going to be finishing this vulnerable series on that weekend, and we're just calling the whole family together. In fact, my sermon on that weekend will be about the messiness and the vulnerability that we have before our family, but we're going to celebrate what I would call, and what that sermon is going to call, our voluntary kin. The involuntary kin are the people that were born into those families. But voluntary kin, voluntary family, we choose to associate with this faith family and all the messiness and all the beauty therein. And so we're going to celebrate that weekend, our family, the family of faith. And so the 5th, that's a Thursday night worship like normal. Friday night, we're going to have a special event going on Friday night. Saturday, we're going to have several special events. And then Sunday, which is the 8th, we're going to have one worship service at 10:30, getting everybody into the room, and then a picnic on the grounds afterwards. And so early next week, you're going to get a schedule of what all's going on. At the end of it, we've got a bunch of stuff scheduled, but one of those things is we want to have kind of an evening picnic and have the Oriole game up on a big screen under our tents and have peanuts and Cracker Jacks and just have a good old time. And those of you who want to watch the game, you can. Those of you who want to run around and play ball, you can. We'll just enjoy a playoff Orioles, which is pretty crazy. So one of the things that is keeping our schedule from being solidified is we don't know what time that game's going to be yet. But we have lots of different ideas of different things going on. But what we would love you to do is just block off Friday night, block off all day Saturday, and then pretty much block off all day Sunday to celebrate family, celebrate the family of faith, and to have some of these connection and fellowship events, and just get together, serve together, worship together, all of those different things. That's one weekend, the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th of October. We're only a short couple weeks away. This weekend, make sure you're in worship with us. I'll let you know that Pastor Raymond Higgins is going to be preaching this weekend, and I am so much looking forward to his message that he is going to pick up after Jeff's message, who just preached this past weekend talking about life purpose specific in our stage of life. As Jeff mentioned to you, he's kind of having a midlife or mid-career assessment. Pastor Raymond is looking to finish well. We've enjoyed and were absolutely blessed by his 30-some years of ministry here in this church, and he is just praying about how God helps him to continue and to do this even at the end stage of his career. And I know that I am certainly looking to him for an example of how I might be able to finish well. And many of us who will be here will be maybe a couple years younger than him, and I know that you can be blessed by his just struggling and vulnerability of how he finishes well, because it's something that we all are or are going to deal with. And so I'm so excited to have Pastor Raymond mentor us and disciple us through what he is going through right now this weekend as he brings the message. So be praying for Pastor Raymond. Be here in the house Thursday at 6:45 or Sunday at 9:30 and 11. It is so important that we worship together in person because the church is essential. The church is essential. So these weekends coming up, as we have messages and we have worships, and the one weekend on the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, the church is essential. So prove it. Be there along with us, and we'll see you then. Thanks.